Pastor Gano Mills from Galighticus.com.
And thank you guys for tuning in. This is going to be a very, very insightful and interesting conversation. Okay, so we have some Q&A from some of you guys out there who posted some questions underneath the flyer on Instagram, I believe. First question is from my girl, Tracy G, who's on Sway in the Morning. Okay. Tracy G, yes. Tracy G. I've read some quantum physics theories that say there are different versions of us scattered all throughout various universes, allowing us to express the full breadth of, i.e., all different options we have but can't take. That way, when we die, we always die whole.
So the first part of Tracy's quixotic, really, we spoke about that earlier, about
multidimensional abilities.
Yeah, if you look at, the consciousness doesn't just occupy the body. The consciousness actually is outside of the body. Very little of it is inside of the body. So it's a network of other bodies on other parallels. The universe is a huge place. It's not a small place. And there are parallel lives that are happening right now. Some of them, you may be a queen somewhere. Some of them, you may be a bum on the beach. So these are all happening contemporaneously.
On Earth? Is when you say that?
Earth's timelines, that's right.
Huh.
And sometimes, have you ever just zoned out and just be sitting there and not think about anything, and then you'll see yourself walking down a block somewhere? It's very, very interesting.
Okay.
And this happens because sometimes there is a bleed through, and you'll just simply shift gears and you'll be somewhere else, and you're actually there. So, consciousness is a very, very broad stream of awareness that spills over into other formations.
So is it possible to meet yourself in another human form? Is that what a soul mate is? I don't know, that just came to mind. If we're walking around in different bodies with the same consciousness.
Okay, well, a soulmate is not part of you. A soulmate is a gang that you come here with, that you guys all incarnate within 5 to 7 years of each other. That would be your soulmate. A soulmate, i.e. classmate.
Okay.
If you're talking about a twin flame, that is a very, very rare occurrence. And that is the opposite polarity of who you are. So you as a woman, you have the negative polarity, and a man would have the positive polarity, and not as in connotation, just as in an energetic signature. So you do have a male counterpart somewhere in the galaxy that would be your twin flame. And you guys, the moment, if you guys ever see each other, there will be no words. And it'll be hard to separate you guys after that.
You said, get
a room, please.
You did say that my youngest son, is my twin flame, which is pretty rare.
I didn't say he was your twin flame.
Oh, you didn't say my twin? Okay, so he's not my twin flame, but he is me and I am him?
Well, he is part of your soul family.
Okay.
And you guys have been together in other lifetimes.
Okay.
And sometimes he's been your father. Sometimes you've been together, and you guys are experiencing different positionings, but you guys are part of the same soul family.
Same soul family.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Which is that rare when it comes to physical children?
No, it's actually very common.
Okay, that's common.
When we have children in this lifetime, for all of you who have children, more likely than not, you've had many incarnations with those children.
Okay.
And sometimes most of the time, the roles will reverse, and you'll be all kinds of different things to each other.
Okay.
Jump in.
Nah,
Why? You scared?
I can't swim.
Don't worry.
Going down.
I got you.
And the last part of her question is really good one, Tracy. What is the best way to clear the energy of past sexual lovers within our bodies?
To be abstinent for at least 3 months. The best way for someone to energetically be completely free is to go 3 months without any sexual contact. And that also means kissing. It means heavy petting. And lastly, but of course, intercourse. That will
Wow.
clear your energetic grid sexually.
So that's it, just abstinence. There's no other work or practice.
Well, there are many other practices
Okay, but
that you could do, but in terms of just to answer the question to clear, that would be it.
okay. Can we talk about that when you are on a specific spiritual journey to enlightenment? Is there is there a certain sexual responsibility that comes with that, as far as like who your mate is, who you choose to have sex with, or should you be abstinent on this very specific in time journey that one may be on? I'm not sure if I'm wording that right, but
No, I
you
understand.
have to be careful with who you're intimate with
Absolutely.
while you're on this specific kind of journey.
That's right. And one of the responsibilities that come with knowing that is, it doesn't mean you have to be celibate or by yourself. That's just, that is up to the individual. And people are celibate for many different reasons. People are very promiscuous sometimes for spiritual reasons. Sometimes people want to commandeer as much power through the act of sex as they can. So everyone has a different arrangement. But depending on what it is that you want to do, that will dictate. I think across the board, though, it's an advantage for everyone to be mindful and careful of who it is that you're interacting with sexually, and for no other reason, because you don't really want to mix karmic streams. Sometimes when you're active with someone sexually and you're with each other long enough, your karma starts to intertwine. And there are very unforeseeable, unknowable things that they may not even know, but they will actually begin to play into your own timeline based on you not knowing. So, to really minimize the effects of that, is you really want to vet someone out fully. You want to know what kind of person you're dealing with. You want to know what kind of father that person would be, or what kind of mother the woman would be if you're having sexual relationships with someone. Or else you could spend the rest of your life paying for a bad decision. I tell my sons all the time, you don't want to just be with someone because they're aesthetically pleasing. That goes for men and women. You want to be with someone because they have the kind of moral fiber that if they were to become a parent, or if they were to, something would happen, you can rely on the strength of their character as opposed to just the dalliance of the body, because that's very fleeting and it's not enough to sustain a really good relationship. There has to be other things, or there should be other things that are considered when you are thinking about being with someone.
Everybody loves the sunshine.